Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another boot review. I'd like to take a moment to thank everybody who has recently joined the channel. We surpassed 250 subscribers last week or early this week, whichever. So I want to thank each and every one of you. That is a big milestone to me. We've actually started growing much faster, so the analytics are now saying 1,000 subscribers by October, whereas before it was April of next year. So it's accelerating much faster, and I'm very, very appreciative of that. So with that, we are going to be doing the boot giveaway for 1,000 subscribers. So if you know anybody who might be interested in spread the word, send a link out on Twitter or Tumblr or whichever format you tend to use. If you think you might know anybody who would like the content on the channel, just kind of spread it out. If you know any forums out there, post up a link to any of my videos on the forums, and that'll help maybe get some more people in here. So without any further ado, let's get on to the actual review. These are my Seduce 3010 or 3010 model from Pleaser. They do make quite a few different Seduce boots with different model numbers. These are the 3010s. There is a 3000 version as well. The big difference between the 3000 and the 3010 is the actual material it's made out of. They both look like PVC, but the 3000 is a real thin stretch PVC, whereas the 3010 is a much thicker PVC. There is no stretch to this at all whatsoever. They do offer a full inside zip from top to bottom. They have a 5-inch heel on here with no platform. They have the construction and composition of these is very, very similar to the Pleaser Legends that I also have in leather. So it's one of those, if the Legends fit you well or if the Seduce fit you well, they're going to interchange between the two. If one fits good, the other one's going to fit just as good, because this whole shape here is identical. They use the exact same cutout for this bottom part. The big difference between the Legend and the Seduce is the Legend only has a partial zip, whereas this has a full zip. There is a normal tricot lining inside, which is typical for most boots. They do have this bit similar to the Legend, where they have this inside part that covers your kneecap and whatnot. With a little rear gusset, a little elastic gusset in the rear of the boot, which will be back here behind your knee. So it makes it a little more comfortable when you're wearing them. The zippers are decent, and it's a plastic zipper. It's not metal at all, but it functions well. I have yet to get one really stuck. Usually it's just a little up and down motion, and it'll clear that right up. You can typically find these anywhere online in a $65 price point, roughly. You should see them $63, $65, and available in a whole variety of colors. Red, white, pink, I think maybe blue, the black. There's even a black matte finish, which is not real leather. Again, some dishonest websites might try to say that it's leather. It's not. It's black polyurethane. You can always tell by the pricing. Pleaser boots that are in real leather should be over $100 unless it's their knee-high versions, which we'll cover in a different review. I do have 2 pairs of those. But any of their thigh-high boots in real leather should be $120. That's their Pleaser's MSRP, and they're usually pretty strict on having retailers sell for MSRP. So it's a little difficult to find boots under what they're supposed to be. When you're trying to shop around, you'll notice almost all Pleaser boots are all the same price, no matter where you're buying them from online. But back to these are normally $63, $65, right around there. You can, like I said, you can get them practically anywhere. These do fit a little tight on my legs. When I'm zipping them all the way up, in the calf area, it's a little tight, and then when it gets up into the thigh area, it's a little tight again. It's nothing extravagant. I don't have huge legs, but I don't have skinny legs either. Um, I consider myself fairly average for as far as leg size goes. So that they some may say, oh, that's a little small. Some may say, oh, well, that's just right. To me, that they're just right. As far as comfort goes, they are fairly comfortable for being a 5-inch heel. Like I said, the foot construction is very consistent with what the Legends had. So as far as comfort, it's right on point with that. Same thing with fit. They fit very true to size. These are size 11. They fit me perfectly, front to back, side to side, and the width. So being that it's a 5-inch heel, it's not like you're gonna, unless you're really, really experienced wearing heels, you're not gonna be wearing these for 8, 10 hours walking around constantly. But for occasional walk across the floor, stand up, maybe, cook a meal or something like that on your feet, 15, 20 minutes, they're not gonna kill you at all. It'll be fairly comfortable. Um, I can wear them all day as long as I take breaks and sit down and give my feet a rest. But that could be said for most high heels. Um, but yeah, so comfort, they're decent. Fit, they fit well. Price, they're very affordable as far in terms of thigh high boots. So go ahead, if you happen to like them, give them a shot. Look them up. Like I said, it's the Seduce 3010 model by Pleaser. And it does fall under their Pleaser line. I know in previous videos we've spoken about the different lines that Pleaser has. We've also discussed different lines that other companies have, like G by Guess versus Just Guess, or Madden Girl versus Steve Madden. Pleaser has a bunch of different brands, but they're all the same quality. They're not one lower than the other. So they have like the Bordello, the Pleaser, the Devious, the Demonia. These are just Pleaser brand. They're not under any other subcategory. So they're like I said, they're relatively easy to find. You'll find them all over the internet. On occasion, some people will be selling Ellie boots. They made a model called, I think it was the Susie, that's extremely similar to this. But again, it's a different manufacturer. So I can't speak of the quality, fit, finish, any of that as compared to these. But I've seen those two interchanged. The biggest easy way to tell is if the boot's only available in black or red and no white, pink, any other colors, it has a good chance to be Ellie boots. They are also, I think, only $50 versus the 63 of the Pleasers. So just a couple little things to keep in mind when you're shopping for them. But it's very rare to find those Ellie boots to be um, compared with these. There was also at one point there was another brand selling a pair of boots called a Beverly that was also similar to these, but I don't remember if those were also by Ellie or not. Anyway, we're going back in time to early 2000s when those boots were very popular. And again, I only stumble across them every once in a great while on the internet. So these are my very last pair of PVC boots that I need to review. So just as a fair warning to all you guys, any boots that are coming up that need to be reviewed are going to be more fashion oriented. We've got 2 more pairs of Pleasers, which I know I just said these are the last pair of fetish boots. The 2 other pairs of Pleasers are leather knee-high. We've got Madden Girl, Zilch knee-high boots. We've got some J-Lo ankle boots. And a pair of tan microfiber boots that I gotta try to remember what the brand name was on them, but I got them on Amazon. They were pretty cheap. I think that's about it. So I think we're at 5 pairs left for review. I am going to try to mix in some more walking videos and putting on videos. Let me know in the comments or shoot me an email, bootlover1978@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Let me know what you guys want to see. Give me some ideas. Give me some content. I may try looking into starting to review celebrity boots, and we'll grab some pictures off the internet and say, hey, do we like what she's wearing, and go from there. So, like I said, stay tuned. We got more content coming. Thanks for watching.